One of the more positive things that came out of the Las Vegas Raiders versus Buffalo Bills 38-10 loss is the fact that this team is one of the most talented in the NFL on the offensive side of the football. I said what I said. And I think a big portion of the disappointment is not only because this team is so talented but not getting it done. It's the fact that you're not getting the ball to your playmakers. And there's a couple of different reasons I think there is for that. Number one, I think that Jimmy Garoppolo, as efficient as he is, sometimes the fact that he can't throw a very good deep ball is it's a little hurtful. It can hurt your team definitely. Not hurtful like, oh, you said something hurtful. It's hurtful in terms of like hurting your team because the defense doesn't respect what you can do with the long ball. And secondly, I think it's because defenses are really keen on guys like Josh Jacobs. If they can stop Josh Jacobs, hey, it's make Jimmy Garoppolo beat you, which a lot of the times he won't alone. So that's why, yeah, Jimmy G needs a little bit of help. And he's an excellent game manager, but after that, not much. But I think moving forward, the focus really for the Raiders needs to be, hey, get the ball to your playmakers and let things happen. So, and we saw it last week against the Bills with a guy like Trey Tucker getting a carry. It was kind of a sporadic carry. It came out of nowhere. He went for 34 yards, and it really did help the Raiders get into scoring position and eventually led to a Davante Adams touchdown. So here's a couple of things that I've noticed as far as getting the ball to playmakers. So here's the list of playmakers that I think needs to get to the ball more. So Davante Adams, he's only been targeted 17 times in 2 games. Now, just a first glance at that, you might be like, oh, Colton, that's not so bad. He's got over 12 catches, all this stuff. And it's like, okay, 12 tackles per game is what I need for Davante Adams. That's basically what I need to say here. So at the end of the day, you cannot just give this guy 8 to 9 targets a game. No, I need at least a dozen targets a game for Davante Adams. Hunter Renfrow has only been targeted once in the last 2 games. That's a little bit of a travesty considering the fact this guy's 1 for 1 for 23 yards. And I think that, yes, I know Trey Tucker and all the rest of these guys are getting into that a little bit. I know Jacoby Myers is going to come back from the concussion protocol and all that. But Hunter Renfrow, only 1 target, unacceptable. Trey Tucker, same story, only 1 target. He's also got a carry for 34 yards like we talked about. Again, the fact that you have multiple guys like this that can go out and make plays and you only are getting them 1 or 2 targets a game, it's an absolute travesty. Michael Mayer, I get to a degree why you're not necessarily spreading the ball out to a guy like Michael Mayer. Still kind of a young tight end. He's kind of finding his way in terms of the blocking game and all that. But hey, he's still a very talented guy, and I think that you really need to open up the passing game to include a guy like him. Josh Jacobs. Now, Josh Jacobs already has been pretty good in the receiving game. I believe he's already got 7 catches this year, including 5 against the Buffalo Bills, but he's only got 28 carries for 46 yards throughout the regular season. Not great. If you want to be a winning football team, you need to be able to establish the run. You need to be able to get the ball into the playmakers' hands like Josh Jacobs and find a way to get him into space, and I think that's really what it comes down to. But like I said, I understand this is kind of a painful process. This is going to be something that the Raiders perfect throughout the rest of the season and really look to get some of these other guys involved. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. Make sure you guys leave that like in the comment. That's what helps people find the show. But at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think about the Las Vegas Raiders needing to get the ball into the playmakers' hands.